Why do we accept the traditional system of solving problems? The system that says that there's a set way of doing things and that we need to be adults to do them. The system that says we must always check with the superior, get more experience, or wait for further instruction. Why do we have to accept this system that tells dreamers like me that we're too young or that we need a degree? The system that says that I'm just a kid or that I need to wait for my turn. I put it to you that in today's society, the way we solve problems is our problem. We overtrain, overanalyze, and focus on taking small, safe steps rather than gigantic leaps. Challenges that we can all plainly see can take generations to overcome. We must refuse to accept these norms. I believe that a new, faster way of solving problems exists out there. And today, I've been given the opportunity to demonstrate this method's power. I believe with the creation of a series of youth-led movements that act immediately, think differently, and engage others, that we, the youth of today, can change the world. I'll share with you a few worldly examples of youth who are transforming the way we think about solving problems today. And then I will share with you the simple playbook that I've developed that has allowed me to become a part of this movement. This here is Travis Price of Berwick, Nova Scotia. In 2007, Travis, a high school student like many of us today, saw a student in his classroom getting bullied, all because he was wearing a pink t-shirt. Travis was outraged by this bullying and decided that he had to do something about it. But something different, something creative, something impactful. Travis didn't just want to go talk to a teacher or find a guidance counselor. He wanted to uproot the actual source of this issue. So, the next day, Travis came to school with 50 pink t-shirts and handed them out to all of his friends, turning the table on the bully and showing him that what he was doing wasn't right. This pink shirt day that Travis started in his small school in Nova Scotia has now turned into an annually held, nationally recognized event that has raised over $650,000 for anti-bullying organizations. Travis has demonstrated that you don't have to be an adult to raise money or spark a change. He showed that youth can have impact on complex issues. This here is Malala Yousafzai, and she is an advocate for female education rights in Pakistan. In 2010, Malala experienced the injustice of her country's educational system and was outraged, deciding that she was going to protest the government and fight for what she believed in. Now, this fight, unfortunately, led to a disaster. In 2012, Malala was shot by her own government for speaking out for her passion, and she was put in critical condition. Now, fortunately, Malala survived, and miraculously, rather than worrying about herself or wallowing in her own condition, continued to persevere and fight for what she believed in. As soon as she was healthy, she headed straight to the United Nations and called for worldwide access to educational change, acting immediately on her passion. Since then, she's spoken at countless universities and at Free the Children's We Day to mobilize her passionate followers to engage others in her cause. Malala has become the face of the female education rights movement and has inspired countless young women to fight for a better future. Now, at this point, you may be wondering, how can I make this kind of difference, or how can I have this sort of impact? Well, you can start by being brave, being bold, and most importantly, being a spark. If you have a cause or a process that you're passionate about changing, I strongly encourage you to go out there and act immediately, think differently, and engage others. Here, I'll share an example drawn from my life. So, back in grade 9, I found myself lost. I had no idea what my passions were, what I wanted to study, or what I wanted to do with my future. I knew I could go the traditional route of talking to a guidance counselor, taking an aptitude test, or following in my parents' footsteps, but I didn't really want to do those things. I wanted to think differently. So, I decided I would start my own project, 99 Calls. What better way to find your passion than to interview and synthesize the experiences and the secrets of 99 passionate, successful individuals. This would be the better way. A recipe for youth like you and I to find our passion. A tool that would harness the experiences of elders and share them with the next generation. And so I embarked on my journey. My first call came and went, and suffice it to say, not my finest hour. Definitely the catalyst for a new set of underpins. The next, better, and strangely exhilarating. It turns out that successful people are rarely asked to share their experiences, and that they're more than willing to engage in meaningful discussion with members of the next generation. I was hooked. 10, 20, 30, 40, these calls were getting better and more enjoyable. And the path that I wanted to pursue was becoming ever so clear. I stand here today proud to say that I've now identified my direction, and my passion is off the charts. I plan to pursue a career in engineering, design, and innovation, creating more processes like 99 calls that will ideally change the world. In fact, one of my 99 calls discussions has already led to the creation of my 5x5 project, a project I started with a few other local CEOs that aims to revolutionize the way we think about solving the world's food and water issues. This project gives kids the opportunity to help others build sustainable communities, no matter where they live, through the creation of innovative food and water systems. But that's another story. You see, there are countless examples of youth like you and I taking charge on issues. And I'm here to say that this is the future. This is the better way. We don't have to rely on that system that tells us that we're too young or that we need a degree. We can revolutionize the way we think about solving problems immediately. And we can do it using the power of youth-led movements. By just thinking like Travis or thinking like Malala, we can transform our world. We have the technology, we have the know-how, and now we just need to do something with it. So, I challenge each and every one of you here today to go out and become a catalyst of change. There is nothing holding you back. And when you come up with your world-changing ideas, feel free to share them with us on Facebook or on the Youth-Led Movement's Twitter page. Together, we can create a community that will transform ideas into realities. Join the movement of youth-led movements to become a connected member of a community that will change the world. Thank you.